Well, a few days went by, and then the miracle happened. Hey guys, I'm back in my car again, and the last time we talked about cars, you guys asked me to keep you updated, so this is the update. I did get the CV joint and the axle and stuff all fixed, and then my air conditioner started making a noise, so I had that checked out, and it was the air compressor clutch, which on a Honda, this model of Honda, this particular year and model, you can't buy just the clutch, you can only buy the whole compressor with the clutch, something like that. And so it was kind of rattly, and then it was still working, and I was like, well, maybe it'll make it till winter, and then I can use the heater, because the heater was fine, and then, you know, have money to get a car next spring. And today I went to a job about an hour and a half away, and my car was kind of rattly, as it had been, and when I came out, it won't start. It kind of goes and dies. That's the official technical sounds it makes. And I got it to start once and stay started, and I put it in gear and I pushed the gas pedal and we didn't move. So apparently there's something more wrong with my car than just the air compressor. And I kind of had a feeling that, sorry, texts are coming in, that there might be a transmission thing going on, because every now and then when I was accelerating it would kind of catch, but I don't know if it's that. I have no idea what's wrong with it. I think I'm done with fixing this car. I need a reliable car, you know, and I just spent all that other money fixing the other stuff on it, and I don't have money left right now for car repairs. Try not to be emotional about this. So I have a car, I can use it. My daughter's been using to drive to school, and then she can, if she wants to, catch a ride with Dad, who works near her school, or she can take the bus, which I know she won't want to do, or she can drive her sister's car while her sister's in Africa, which would buy us some time. But I'm not sure she's crazy about driving her sister's car either, because it's kind of a clunker. So I have a vehicle I can use. It, however, is a gas guzzler. It's a Nissan Xterra, and so gas is about to go up for me. And right now work just slowed down, so it's just one of those crazy, I mean, nothing ever happens when it's a good time, right? So that's what's going on. So this might be the last video from inside the Honda. So my friend came with her car trailer, and you can't really tell, but this is just a slight uphill grade, and it's too heavy for her and I and her son to push up that incline onto the trailer. It's kind of steep. She's got a winch. She's watching YouTube to try and figure out how to do it. So we had to change from trying to load it that way, which was a steep uphill, to loading it this way, which was downhill, and tilt the trailer all the way up so that the car, which is really low, would not bottom out when it hit the edge of the trailer here. Now we've got it on the trailer, but we need to get the trailer hitch back on the pickup. I can't even see what you guys can see there. I don't know. I'm assuming you can see it over there. And then we'll be good to go. So, very happy we did this. Bonnie did it. She's the queen of everything. She rocks. You're my hero, Bonnie. Oh, I gotta help. Bye. Oh, man, was that day ever discouraging for me. That Honda breaking down all the time. It just had gotten to the point where I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't fix it anymore. I was pouring money into it, and it just wasn't reliable. And in addition to the repair costs, I was losing money because I work, I own my own business, and I have to travel from job site to job site, And if my car broke down in the middle of the day and I couldn't get to job site B from job site A, then I lost whatever money I would have made on job B. So it was just getting where it was depressing. And then to make matters worse, we had just turned in all of our tax information to our accountant. Yes, I filed an extension, and I didn't know how much that was going to cost. I had money set aside. I'd been saving like crazy, but it was just, you know, an unknown because it's the first year that Chris didn't have income from California. So it was just maddening. It was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? We have no money, but I have to have a reliable car. I have to have reliable transportation. Well, a few days went by, and then the miracle happened. I got a call from the accountant. Your taxes are ready. Okay. How much am I going to owe? What? Wait, did you say refund? We're getting a refund? Are you kidding me? We're getting a refund. We're getting a refund? So I hang up and I call Chris. No, that's a lie. I texted Chris because I don't like talking on the phone. I texted Chris and I'm like, we're getting a refund and Mama's getting a new car. So I was able to take all that money that I had set aside to pay taxes, and with cash, we found this 2-owner private sale 2006 Toyota. Look at her, guys. Look at that car. I feel like I'm driving a grown-up car. She's a 4-door sedan. Nothing fancy, but she gets me where she's going. She's reliable, drives so smooth, powerful. It's still a 4-cylinder, but that change from like 1.3 to 1.8 or whatever between my old car and this one is amazing. On my old car, anytime I was going up a hill, it's like, come on, Mama, come on, you can do it. Come on, baby, get me up that hill. My brother said that in my old car, there's like squirrels in a little wheel, and that when you push the gas pedal, that it drops a couple nuts in there as incentive for them to run faster. That's what it felt like. It's like, come on, guys, here we go, here we go. This one, she flies. It's smooth sailing, low mileage, like 130,000 miles on her. 2 owners, no accidents. They had most of the service records. I'm just thrilled with this car. And it's been about a month now, and about every other day I text Chris and I'm like, I love my car. I love this car. I'm so happy to have this car. And when I really think about it, it really is a picture of God's timing. Because had I known we were getting a refund, I probably would have filed my taxes back in April. And then I probably wouldn't have saved up as much money, or I would have used that money for other things like working in the house. And then when my car broke down in September, I would have been without a vehicle. But because I had that money set aside, at the time my car broke down, at the exact time this car, the guy decided to sell it. That's amazing to me. That is amazing. The day that we found this car, we had been to like this guy. He's a dealer, but he really owns like one of those quick oil change places. But he has like 3 or 4 cars parked out there that he sells. And for the same price as this thing, we test drove a couple cars, and they had all sorts of problems. The check engine light was on one for the O2 sensor and had no the visor was missing, and I mean just like several things that we just were calculating. No spare tire, you know, just stuff like that, just wear and tear. Obviously had been in fender benders. Even though the Carfax was clean, you could see the bumper didn't fit right, had been put back on wonky. And it was just pretty discouraging after driving them, and we'd been looking at Facebook Marketplace for about a week. And we went and looked at, you know, a couple cars, and we were just like, I said, I can't do this. We're not going to get into a quick buy. We really need to take our time and find the right car. Otherwise, we're going to be back in the same boat we were with the Honda. And so we said, okay, well, let's just go get dinner. So we went to get dinner, and while we were sitting at dinner, we're scrolling through, and Chris is like, hey, what about this car? And it was this one. And so it was perfect timing. It's just a miracle. It's just the provision of God, I honestly believe. And I would love to hear your miracle stories in the comments. When did something that seemed so bleak or seemed awful, how did God turn it around for you? How did his timing turn out to be perfect? When I thought it was the worst timing, I thought taxes and the car are due at the same time. You know, my car breaks down the same time taxes is due. I thought, this is just, could it be any worse? But actually, could it be any better? Could it be any better? So I hope that this is encouraging to you guys when you're in those tough spots and it just looks like, again, one more thing, that maybe your blessing is right around the corner. Maybe your breakthrough is right around the corner. Really trust God and see what he can do for you. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time the rooster crows.